Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To Mixon on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Dalton here from the gun. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Good.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Dalton throwing on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Jackson on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On second down, Jackson able to shake him off, eluding the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Hey, getting ready for something coming left. Heavy, heavy, heavy.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases-clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Good.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here you go, 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
5-0, 5-0.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man. Boyd. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route run.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
There you go, 368. There you go, 368.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Dalton's going to sneak it. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, give the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on first down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Dalton here from the gun. And that's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Over here, yes.
They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. And Dalton will just sneak it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bengals add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Oh, what a move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
There you go, 368.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They give them a gain of 37.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can, if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. but there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. C.J. Mosley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A handoff to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
368!
Dalton. And that's complete to Croft. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down. Andy Dalton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the...
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk
56,
an injury.
Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Once again, they run with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They hand off to their big tight end. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
God.